So I've come across a little spot here. I reckon we're going to give it a little test pan and see if we can find any gold. Got a nice little downpour of where water would come in a high floods section there, and a nice area where it pours around this big, oh, it's hard to see on camera, a big channel there. Would all be a big drop-off zone, I reckon, behind those rocks. So we'll do a test pan and we'll get back and see how we go. Alright, so we've got our pan of material. I'll take him back down to this bit of water. I was even just trying to set up my camera to get this pan, and like everything around in this bush is out to kill you. Everything has spikes on it. There's spiders, bugs, you name it, everything. So you got to watch out. Time to find out what we've got in our pan, eh? Quite enough water there. Make sure we get hopefully still in view. Stratify all the heavy stuff to the top, or all the big rocks to the top, and all the gold down to the bottom. As long as you keep stratifying your material down, you've got a pretty high chance of sinking everything down and not losing much out of your pan. So it takes time and practice, of course. No one's going to be able to pick it up on the first day. When you get down to your last, I don't know, couple of tablespoons of materials, when you really want to start slowing down and making sure you're not going to wash any of that gold off over your riffles. Down to about a tablespoon of material there, and we'll try and get the camera and see if we can pan it back. Let's see if we've got any gold in here, eh? Not looking too good on this pan. No. No gold. That's alright. Can't win every pan. We'll do another test pan and see how we go. So I've come back to the tunnel that you would have seen in my story earlier with the big golden orb. He was just hanging up in there in the bush. It's a few months back now. But I thought I'd get the yabby pump into these cracks again, because this tunnel has naturally made riffles, and I'd say that it's over probably, I don't know, 100 years old. I reckon it's made with the same rock as the creek has in it as well. So I've been going through all these cracks here. I've already done this once before too, so I've missed the gold. And I haven't found anything yet, I don't think, but we're going to do our test pan and see what we get, eh? So I'll get back to you. Not much water here, so it's going to be a bit hard, but we'll give it a go. Don't need much water to pan. Yeah, big rocks first. There seems to be something like a lead pellet or a possible shotgun round or something like that. Pretty crazy what these tunnels can pick up over the course of multiple floods and stuff. Alright, we're down to our last bit, so bring the camera over. We'll come over to you and we'll see what we've got. Alright, let's see if there's anything in here. I know there's definitely a big piece of lead in there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm not used to this one-handed panning. Washing back. We've already got ourselves a nice little flake there, another speck over here. A few more little specks in there as well, if you can see. On there, right in the centre of the camera. Another one in the centre of the camera there. And there's that ball bearing I was telling you about. Or shotgun pellet. You find these quite regularly in this area that I'm at, so I'll throw them away. I don't know if I should put them back in the creek, put them in my pocket, but I'll keep them for a later date. Yeah, there you go, eh? Bit of gold out of the cracks of the crevice of an old timer's tunnel. Can't beat that. So that's what we've ended up with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 9 to 10 specks and a good little flake. It was a chunky little piece actually. But yeah, pretty happy with that. So I was literally just pumping out this crack again. Right here, pan's here, pump's here. I look down, I've already got him out. Look at that. Tiny little piece of gold. Just sitting right there on the rock. Right in front of me bloody eyes. So I might have to get a torch and go scouring through all these little bits, because I reckon it's a full... The whole place is a big sluice box technically, so... Yeah, anyway, we'll see what we can come up with. He can get on the pan and I'll pan him out later. Yeehaw. I know for sure what there's gold in here because we've got that little piece I picked out of the crevice up there, but all the rest of it is from a little bit of a different spot, so we'll see how we go. I did manage to clean the rest of those crevices right out, so I reckon there wouldn't be too much left in there. The yabby pump's playing up at the moment too, so I'm not getting the most suction that I'd like to have out of it, but that's something for another day, a little fix. Getting down to our last bit of the pan here now. I'll bring it over and see what we've got. See if we've scored any more extra gold out of here. I know there's definitely should be at least one piece in there. I can see a couple of specks already. Look at that. Well, there's definitely a few more pieces in there than I was expecting, so that's fantastic. Look at that. Beauty. One dead centre of the screen there. And another few good flakes right there actually. Gotta love it, eh? Beautiful work. Once again, another little flake just sitting there. Just chilling. In the concrete. Love it. For just over 2 hours of work, that's actually not bad for this area. So, you know, I'd say we're looking at about 0.1, close to 0.1 of a gram. But, you know, I'm not complaining at all, guys. It's gold and I'm happy.